Yeah, ready? Here we go. No matter what you do on a daily basis, you're going to get better at it. Right? Make that make sense. No matter what you do on a daily basis, you will get better at it. So be in charge. Make the choice of what it is that you're going to do every single day. I'm Coach Lee, this xAthletics at home workout number 67, starting off with our 5-minute warm-up. 5-minute warm-up starts with cardio of choice. Coach's call. We're going to go extended mountain climbers, right? So we're just going to go back and forth, step up as high as I can for 1 minute. This will serve as a little bit of a stretch, and after a minute, our heart rate will be up just a little bit. That'll be 1 minute of our 5. From there, we're going to go 4-minute AMRAP. What's an AMRAP? As many rounds as possible. In that 4 minutes, we're going to complete 10 glute bridges. Glute bridges, we're on our butt. We're laying on our back. We're squeezing our hips, and we're raising. 1, squeeze our glutes, raise our hips. 2, until I reach 10. Once I get 10, I'm going to go a single dumbbell deadlift, right? So I'm only going to have 1 dumbbell. Dumbbell in my right hand first. Feet shoulder width apart. Keep my hips square. Tap the ground on my right. 5 times. Switch hands. Dumbbell deadlift on the left side 5 times. Once I get 5 each side, I'm going to go sit-ups. Remember, sit-ups. Feet together. My knees fall out to the side. I lay back. My goal is to touch both thumbs overhead and then both pinkies in front of my toes, right? I'm going to do 10 of those. This might be different for some of us. It might just be a crunch, whatever it may be. But again, our goal is to touch in the top of our head and touch in front of our toes. 10 times. So we're going 1 minute, extended mountain climbers. Then as many rounds as possible of 10 glute bridges, 5 deadlifts each side, and then 10 sit-ups. 5 minutes is complete. That'll complete our warm-up. We're going to move on to 5 sets. All right, our goal is to get these 5 sets. Get these 5 sets done in about a 10-minute time frame. Right, so 5 sets equals 2 movements. 20 single dumbbell glute bridge press. All right, so let's break that down. We talk about language. This is a language. And we're learning, so when we read something, we want to be able to see it. Single dumbbells tells us what? We got 1 dumbbell. Glute bridge, right? So we know what that is. Squeeze our butt, raise our hips from the warm-up, and then press 20 times. 1, 2. Once we get higher in our reps, try not to let our hips fall down here. Our biggest focus is going to be to keep your shoulders, hips, and knees all in the same line. I'm pressing 20 times. Once I get 20 presses, I'm going to go single dumbbell bent over row, right? If you got something a little bit heavier here, maybe we even use double dumbbell, but depending on your weight. We're going bent over position, dumbbells hanging, squeeze my shoulders, squeeze my belly, squeeze my butt, pull to my chest. 1, 2, until I reach 20. All right, so 20 glute bridge presses, 20 bent over row. Rest as needed. We're going to do that 5 times around. Again, that shouldn't take us more than about 10 minutes. Then we're going to finish off with a lot of Tabata, right? So if we don't understand, anytime you see Tabata, we talk about this is the language, right? Tabata equals 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. 8 rounds, right? So 8 rounds of that clock is a full Tabata. So anytime you see Tabata, you just put any exercise you want in that 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, and we're going to do that for 8 sets. So for our next part, we're going to have 1, 2, 3. We got 4 Tabatas. 4 Tabatas, 4 times. That's a 16-minute time frame, right? So in that 16 minutes, our first 4 minutes is going to be spent alternating sit-throughs. We did this the other day. We're going top of our push-up. Top of our push-up. My right foot is coming to my left wrist, and I'm going to sit through here. Come back to my push-up plank position, opposite, sit through. I'm going to do this for 20 seconds. If we're really good, I can keep my butt off the ground, and I can switch back and forth. So 20 seconds passes, I rest for 10 seconds. I'm going to do that again 7 more times, right? So I'm going to sit through for 20, rest for 10. Sit through for 20, rest for 10, until I complete 8 20-second working intervals. Once that is up, we're going to go right into sit-ups for the same clock. 20 seconds, as many sit-ups as possible. 20 seconds passes, I rest for 10 seconds. I get back into my sit-ups for 20 seconds for 8 rounds. I then have a single dumbbell ground to overhead. One dumbbell from the ground to overhead. I'm going to do this for 20 seconds. Once 20 seconds is up, I rest for 10 seconds, and I go back to work for 20 more seconds until I complete 8 rounds. Dumbbell, ground to overhead, and then our final Tabata is going to be cardio of choice, coach's call. I'm going to say let's go frog hop. So in the beginning, we did extended mountain climbers. This time, try to hop both feet up at the same time, same place, jump back for 20 seconds. Rest for 10 seconds, and then I'll get back into my frog hops for 20 seconds until I complete 8 rounds. So again, that's going to take about 16 minutes if you're true to the clock. If you got to rest a minute or two in between each Tabata, that's fine, right? But each movement gets its own Tabata clock. And what is the Tabata? 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 8 rounds. Moving on to our finisher, we're going to get a little six-pack. 45 seconds. We're going to run through this one time. 45 seconds on the clock. I'm going to plank. Elbow plank. Let's try the elbow plank. Remember, my shoulders, hips, knees, and ankle are all on the same line. I don't want to be up here, and I don't want to be down here. Try to be as flat as possible. 45 seconds. Rest for 15 seconds. I'm then going to take it to the right side, and my goal will be ankles stacked, knees stacked, hips on top of each other, shoulders on top of each other. Come up to this plank here. This might be a little bit more of a challenge for some people. For 45 seconds, I'm going to plank on my right. Rest for 15 seconds, and then I'm going to go 45 seconds. Plank on my left. Rest for 15 seconds. I'm going to go back to regular plank for 45 seconds. Rest for 15 seconds. I'm then going to finish off with 1 full minute of hollow hold position. Hollow hold, right? About 6 inches off the ground, hands overhead. If that's too much, bring your knees into your chest and try to roll and tuck your chin up into your chest. Get those shoulders up off the ground and reach out towards your feet for 1 minute. That'll be how we finish today's workout. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Make sure what you do this weekend agrees with Monday. I'll see you guys tomorrow.